Okay, well, in a fast-paced job when there's like high-speed equipment and everybody got to move fast, right? And catch up or keep up. And then when you keep up, when there's downtime during when the high-speed equipment is down, you catch up, right? You don't just sit on your ass, you know what I mean? Common sense, right? Yeah, when all the machines stop and you got downtime and you see this dude when everybody else is catching up, everybody else is doing stuff and moving stuff around and trying to catch everything up because they use that as an opportunity to common sense, right? And you see this dude when everybody else is catching things up, earbuds in his ears, and he's sitting there swinging his feet like a 7-year-old child. What the fuck, you know? Alright, what's up, guys? Time for another video. I actually have in the process right now of doing this video over because every time I think about this one, I actually bust out laughing because I think it's funny. By the time I'm done with this video, maybe if it resembles anything you encountered, maybe you would understand. I had to retake the video because I'm laughing, but okay, it's about like anybody watching who ever had experiences in certain factory jobs that were fast-paced, how you and other people are trying to keep up with barely because job very demanding and every little thing will get you bitched at, right? And very fast-paced, and the concept of pulling your weight. And it involves the concept of, I'm going to vaguely describe the type of job anyways. Some of this involves, like, say, if equipment or machines down, everybody knows, use that downtime to actually catch things up. But I'm going to describe like how once in a while some of us would encounter a person who is just maybe this person was an asshole, or this one person didn't do anything to you. Well, varies, you know what I mean? Particular one that I've talked about, he didn't really do anything to me. He wasn't really an asshole, but he was so breathtakingly stupid. You ever get somebody that they didn't do nothing to you, they were okay other ways, but they were just very breathtakingly stupid, so stupid, these kind of people that were so stupid, right, that I can argue that they're so stupid that you want to wear a football helmet and a boxing glove. The reason being because so you don't face palm so hard that you give yourself a concussion and break every bone in your hand from face palming so hard. Yeah, literally, yeah, there's actually people out there that are so stupid that I would recommend, football helmet and a boxing glove because you face palm so hard. And at the same time, anyway, you'll get ones that, according to their stature, maybe they should have never even came to a particular job because they didn't even look like they're physically able. They would have been better off going to work at Subway or McDonald's or some kind of fast food, or work at Starbucks or something. Or they really don't know what they're getting into. There are some people that don't. But anyway, here's a description. Try to describe the dude, too. Well, at the same time, the stature of some of these white leftists I'd be describing, too. But this stature, I also, in videos, I described the stature of a particular dude, both the white leftist, real skinny arms and skinny legs, and denim shorts or some kind of cargo pants that flatter his skinny legs, and a t-shirt with real little sleeves that grown-ass man, but he probably medium in kid sizes, one of them. But I described the white leftists like that, like they're intentionally avoiding muscle development. But then there was also a far right, unlike the athletic Christian I described in videos, the same, that had the stature, unlike the athletic built Christian who everybody accuses of being a militant or some kind of thing like that, and right wing. There was the other kind of wimpy Christian that same thing, skinny arms, skinny legs, and these cargo pants, or else denim shorts flattering their skinny legs, and t-shirt and with real little. But anyway, this dude, okay, okay, you can tell maybe millennial. He actually came in with earbuds too. But this dude was a dude like kind of like that, and accepted. He also, short. He probably outside of the job, he was probably a simp or something like that. Simping up to those chicks that like they really the people that don't like other guys that look too this way or that way, and suck up or something like that. But yeah, t-shirt, shorts, t-shirt with real little sleeves, and bright red shoes and socks pulled up just right, perfectly cut, short hair, earbuds in there, and you can tell the whole stature. Right when they come in that job, they have the chance. You know what I mean? That they look like it. Could tell in some cases, in my opinion, when certain job agencies and all that stuff too, they shouldn't stereotype you for your hair or a lot of things of what you look like. But in some cases, I mean, they should warn you, like if they see your certain stature. This is just my opinion. Well, there are some jobs that would state, there might be some heavy lifting, but But anyway, this dude, barely catch. He didn't look like he's physically able to catch up. We had machines and conveyor belts. I may be talking about a vague type of thing, that maybe you guys would understand. Conveyor belts, boxes. You're moving boxes over, put pallets. Somebody takes pallet away real quick. Take away pallets, stack things up, stretch that kind of thing. I'm giving you a basic scenario. It could match maybe something you guys might have did. To try not to take too long in a video, right? And there'd be equipment, whether conveyor or some machines that spits out maybe boxes. Like some of these places, like machine that actually, some people are putting boxes together by hand, but sometimes there are machines that spit out the empty boxes and drops it in, and then you're picking up, or you're taking this, putting there, passing this to other people. But okay, a scenario where, say, all that equipment stops and you got downtime, where sometimes you're barely catching up, there was boxes you just chuck aside real quick right here. If something's coming out too fast, and chuck it up over here, and sometimes you got an extra second, grab it up, you know what I'm saying? Or, okay, the scenario, say everything stops and you got downtime and all that shit stops, right? A lot of us with common sense, what we did was, okay, anything that was kind of laying in a pile here that didn't make it, say, through, or we had to chuck aside for whatever reason. When you had downtime with the machine, what we would do, especially when we're on the clock, you got caught sitting around like you got hell, right? But everybody else with common sense would be, okay, catch everything back up, get everything nice and pretty, instead of waiting until everything starts again, right? And then you got a double whammy and shit piled everywhere, and the boss might be coming and screaming down, jumping down your throat. But anyway, this dude, I guess nobody told him. So, like, yeah, he barely making it and all that stuff. I mean, say you wanted, some people said maybe you ought to chuck to get this guy somewhere else, Maybe he's not cutting it in this part. Have him do this instead or something. I guess, some of the bosses, they want you to come in there and learn it and make you miserable with everybody else. Either you catch up or, in some cases, you don't work out. A bunch of people got aggravated and you're out of there or whatever reason. But anyway, to make this long story short, to get to the point, instead of what I explained to you, which this dude during downtime, pretend this thing is like a little table like we'd have by us. It was a sorting table, right? Instead of where the rest of us were like taking a garbage can and some empty plastic packaging, we shoved the garbage can. Hurry up, take something garbage to the dumpster, or empty broken boxes, throw to the dumpster. What's the dumpster? During your downtime, pick up a bunch of catch everything up. But no, not this dude. And you'd think he's seeing everybody else catching up, it would sink in, right? Oh, look what everybody else. No, he was like sitting, earbuds going slightly hunched. Yeah, like slightly hunched down, just staring, like earbuds. And on top of that, the whole description of his stature and the way he dresses, right? I wanted to add in the list looking not just like a simp, maybe I call that like a childlike dress, and they act and walk around. Act, dress, and walk around like they're perpetually 10 years old. Well, anyway, my point is this dude was describing the way he dressed and all that, and his whole stature. He's sitting there like that, literally in the same posture, like at earbuds, like he's 10 years old. And he's sitting there swinging his, also probably 20s or something, sitting there like an idiot, swinging his feet like a freaking 7-year-old child. And I cordially saying something like, and another dude did say too, cordially saying, well, dude, you kind of trying to be polite. And I didn't know about anybody else, but me inside my head, I'm being all cordial, but inside my head, I'm like I told you, want to face palm so damn hard, and I'm like, ugh. And the dude was so breathtakingly stupid, just sitting there like a dunce with earbuds, right? And swinging his feet like a damn 7-year-old child. And there was a point, okay, you couldn't do it over there, which I think you should be legally allowed. If I was this kid's father working next to him, I probably would. This is a scenario, right, where you want to take off a belt, turn them over your knee, and just relentlessly spank their butt for like a good solid 2.5 hours, right? All right, take off the belt, okay, just like this, and imagine this, and then just lay right into them. You know what I mean? I mean, for being breathtakingly stupid, that was like you just wanted to just like that, just keep. I mean, turn them over your knee and spank them like rapidly. You know what I mean? I mean, you'd have to understand what I mean, like breathtakingly stupid, really breathtaking stupidity. I mean, you'd have to be in a scenario like that and encounter somebody like that where that somebody couldn't be that dense. You know what I mean? But you've encountered it sometime in your life. You know what I mean? But not that some of the places as it is, you end up somewhere else anyway. But my point is like a lot of people were able to catch up, and some people were barely able to keep up as it is. The people that knew what they were supposed to do, and even yet, in my opinion, some of these places did do something ridiculously fast, and they did that shit on purpose. But my point, if you got this far in this video, a lot of us normal folks, whether you're black or white watching, some of us would be planning ahead, right, before we even get started. Maybe do some things back and forth, like it's like we're training for a football game, so we don't get embarrassed in front of our crew. You know what I mean? And even though say you want to say the job was ridiculously too fast, that the bosses did, and they did. They didn't have to run shit that fast. No, they didn't. But my point is, a lot of people in human nature that are not, if you want to say they're far right or far left, and my thing is the far left are stupid and lazy or just no common sense, nothing. Their ears have a good relationship, nothing between them, but then the far right could be your bosses like that. To be fair, the real far right would be the ones like that run the show and their asses don't want to work, and they'd be coming by with a beer belly and an attitude, not even come over to help their whole job. They got plenty of time on their hands. You had people that their whole job just involved coming by and giving people hell and threatening to fire people, but yet they had plenty of time. If they wanted to, they could have came and helped. You know what I mean? The overpaid ones, maybe some of them that had a beer belly and an attitude, and they were there because of nepotism and didn't have to do no work because of who they were related to. You had those too. So I could be talking about the real far right, and then the real far left. Work is oppressive. I don't have to. I see what other people are doing, but I'm just gonna do as little as possible. And some people went on their way out anyway, but that damn shit was so damn hilarious. I mean, if you guys got any stories,